Building a realistic themed city using one of the region packs, in this case the UK pack, is only one part of the story. There are many props, buildings, parks and more that you can add or remove to take that realism to a whole nother level. As we dive into growing our city while keeping within the British inspiration that we're using, we're going to answer questions such as: can a British city survive with 0 crosswalks? How many pubs can one small British city have? And does a small dusting of snow really bring Britain to a halt? Once again, you've all amazed me at how many tea-related emojis you can find, so pick out your favourite one and leave that in a comment below. And if you're enjoying this series, a thumbs up would be greatly appreciated as well. To answer these questions and more, we will be working together in our much-loved growing city of Kettlewick. So here we are back in Kettlewick. Welcome everybody, thanks for joining me. My name is Biffa and this is my UK inspired build. We're really heavily relying on the UK region pack, but there are all sorts of buildings popping up from the other packs that we're going to be introducing as we go along. And as you can see, the snow is with us here in Kettlewick. And I think it's looking pretty fine. The roads are being kept clear, which is nice, so keep everybody moving around as they need to. But the rest of it is looking decidedly wintry. So we've got a couple of things that we're going to be doing today. The first one is we've had some fantastic name suggestions. And I think the first one that we're going to mention is from, here we go, Caprice H, that said, Aspen Meadows could be called Bourneville, keeps with the sweet/biscuit theme, but also gives homage to Birmingham, which you based it off of. And I think that is a fantastic idea. So let's jump into Aspen Meadows. There we go. And we'll name this Bourneville. Hopefully I am spelling that correctly. I think I am. How about Bourneville Meadow? Just Bourneville. Yeah, leave it Bourneville. There we go. Thank you very much for that name. And we've had so many other name suggestions. Keep them coming. As we go along and expand our areas, we will use them. I do very much appreciate that. We've got Penguin Industrial Park, named after the chocolate biscuit. The area we're going to be working in today, Hobnob Heights. We've got a lot of stuff to do there. Also, All Sorts Fields. I don't think we've named this area over here. Oh, I tell you what, let's pop another zone in over here and we can use one of our other fantastic new names. And we had Vincent King 2552 back again with a huge list of some fantastic names, which I'm adding all to a great big list, anything I see in the comments. But the one I want for here is French Fancy Field. So let's do that one. There we go. Excellent. I think that name is very fitting. Right, what I would like to do down here, now we have some money, now that we have some income, I mean, people aren't overly happy because of the unreliable mail service. So actually, why don't we just deal with that first before we get to putting in our football pitch? That is the idea. We have 12 points. We can unlock all the stuff we need. Let's just go into here and have a look. So post-sorting facility, before we get that, I'm going to look at the parks. So we've got large parks. Oh, we've got the large sports parks. Do we have available the football soccer field? That is exactly what we want. We do have that available. What do we have post-wise? We have the small post office, that one which we can't afford. So this is one of these, is a UK one, isn't it? Is it not? I thought there was a UK post office. I seem to think maybe this one is, but it doesn't have the logo on it. I might be going a little bit mad. And what I'm also going to get is back into here, the post-sorting facility as well. So there we go. But it's going to take us a while because we are going to be spending some of our money on some other stuff while we're waiting for this to come in. So one last thing to help with the money. I've seen a lot of hints and tips around this one. We're going to drop our office down to 9% to hopefully try and stimulate some office demand. And when we do, we're going to get some more offices in. But we'll see how that goes and we'll get back to it. Right, let's take a look at this soccer field. This is pretty large. Now it is, let's get it where we can see it. Is there a blank road? Is it all going to be covered in snow? I think it is, yeah. So we've got some small little terraces around the side, but there are so many places in the UK where these are just placed right up against terraced houses like this. So I'm trying to consider the best way to do it, whether to take out a section of road like this and fit it in the middle. If I can get it to snap the way I want it to. I want to be able to see. All right, we're going to pause the game. We're going to do a little test. I'm going to take out that road there. I'm really sorry that you're going to be unhappy about that. Oh, I reckon that would fit in there. Yes. Let's remove some housing. Is that enough? That looks like it could be enough. And if we put it up against this side road, oh man, or do we need to put it this way round? I'm going to anarchy it in, and we're going to see what we'd have to remove to make it work that way. Let's dive in. So we've got sort of like the terraces against the road over here. It's not getting covered in snow. Well, we've got a few people on there waiting to play. That's good. But it overlaps the side road with a bit of hedge and a bit of the fence of the fields. So it's a little bit too much. Yeah, we're going to have to definitely turn that round the other way, which annoyingly will cost me money unless I use the Move It mod. If I hold Alt first and then do it, it should let me spin it on the angle. There we go. And then we can line that up. I mean, we could even do sort of that. And then we could get a road coming up here. What are we going to do for some parking? I mean, to be honest, ones like this would quite often just have road parking, and that would be it, and you'd have to make do with it. Let's just pick that road there, and we'll get this in. I'm going to go all the way up to there, because then we could come down to here. I want to keep that 90 degrees, yeah, and then we're going to go round down here. Is that 90 degrees, 180 degrees, yeah, and I want to get it right into the middle. There we go. Let's just take a look at what the houses and things are looking like. I mean, that is pretty much almost backing up to there, isn't it? We've got a pub nearby. This pub is going to be absolutely loving the amount of people that are here. Yeah, I do feel like we need a bit of parking. I mean, we do have some space around the side here. Are they actually going to be playing a game? Oh, this is all the people that used to live in the houses. For once, it looks like there's people on the field playing football. No, it's everybody that used to live here leaving and hopefully finding somewhere else to live. Okay. Maybe we could pop in some parking down here. Is that totally straight? It is. Yeah, let's see what we've got available to us. So the one that fits in here the best is the tiny parking lot. And with a bit of anarchy, we can sort of place... Is that a path going through there? I don't think so. We can place a load of those down there. Yeah, we'd have to set the height so they're all the same height. Otherwise, that's what happens. So let's just grab those, Control H to that. Yeah, there we go. Maybe a little bit more height on this one. Boink, there we go. And I might just move all of those up. Oh, and I think that was an auto-save there. Let's have a quick sip of tea. Yeah, I think fitting one more in there is one too many. Oh, and all the stuff's disappeared as well. Let's try lifting all these up again. Control H to that height. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. That looks good. Unfortunately, we can't sort of set these for parking for the football stadium only. But that's all right. I'm just wondering whether we could put some on the other side. Or I'll tell you what we are going to do is we are going to move this. We're going to move that right over to there. That fits in that side. That's okay. There we go. Excellent. That's looking good. And we've got a little bit of space around here for some detailing if we wish as well. And I'm wondering whether just to replace these houses on the end with some corners. I think we'll do that. There we go. Excellent. Hopefully they'll grow in as well. And this is a great view out of these windows here into the pitch. That to me looks very, very realistic. I'm just wondering whether we could sort some of these lights out. Or should we? Actually, I don't mind them like that. Leaning over each side gives like a fancy view. Yeah, okay, we'll leave that one like that. Very good. So we need to name this one. We're in Hobnob. What are we in? Hobnob Heights. I mean, is it going to be Kettlewick FC? I think that's probably more fitting, isn't it? So we're going to name this one Kettlewick FC. There we go. Excellent. Don't know who they're going to be playing against, but maybe as we expand, we'll find out. So just before we sort out our postal problem, we do have now a little bit of office demand. So I'm just going to have a look in here. We go to buildings and go to office. And I really sort of want to find some low down buildings. Let's toggle the filter panel. Building level 1 that are zone type low. Yeah, and just see if we can find anything I mean, there isn't any UK, is there? No, didn't think so. So all the packs. And just see whether there's anything that sort of stands out as being okay for UK use. And just set up a little office in here. What we might do as well is while we're doing that, let's just mark out an alley. I want an alley with sidewalks. Custom pedestrian street. I do have one here somewhere. Small alley with a sidewalk. So people can walk in here. Just thinking actually the other side of this roundabout would be quite good, wouldn't it? Let's just come off of here. Yeah, something like that. So quite often you'll get these small little office industrial park type things, just a few little cul-de-sac roads, although there's 2 ways in and out here. And maybe what I'll do is I'll actually just zone it as office and we'll see what we get, and then we can always add or remove any that we don't want. I don't seem to have any zoning options on the side of this road. Why is that? Let's take a look with the road builder mod. So we'll select that one, use as template, and I think I've turned zoning off. Yeah, so small alleys, sidewalk with no zoning. So I'm going to do zoned small alley sidewalk, and we'll have that one here. There we go. Excellent. And then if we go into our created roads and pick zone, small alley sidewalk, we're going to place that one, and then I'm going to upgrade. There we go, all of these, and we should get some zoning. Excellent. And we'll go there, and we'll go there. We don't want to go there, and we don't want to go there. And what I'd like to do is remove the zoning from the main road here as well. So we just grab our pedestrian path. That's just the easiest way to do it at the moment. There we go. We'll go up to there. Yep, that's good. Oh, I've made sure all the roads are okay. Let's zone this in and see what we get. And then we can always sort of pick and mix. Take some out that we don't want. I really don't want that all the way going into there. There we go. Let's do that. That can go a little bit longer. Yeah, and we're soon going to burn through our demand. But there we go. We're going to get some different sized buildings, which will be good. Yeah, there we go. Most of them are zoned in okay. And do you know what? I think these are going to be all right. Yeah, we've fulfilled our demand, so these aren't filling up yet. But the ones that we do have are looking pretty good. They'll be giving us some options available here later for decorating. Let's just turn that one around a bit. You're going to let me do it? I'm holding Alt before I select it so I can turn it round. Okay, forget it. I'll just do it myself. I want that facing the main road. That would make more sense if the name of it faced down here. And yeah, these are all looking good. Can't complain about that. That looks like a decent office building. Cool. Okay, we'll leave them to grow in. That's going to help with our money as well, which will be fantastic. And a few more popping in now. Excellent. How is our jobs, by the way? That is definitely worth keeping an eye on. Unemployment 21.9%. Well, that ties in with the fact we've got a huge commercial and a pretty decent industrial demand. So we'll keep that in mind before we build any more residential. What I would like to do is get rid of all of those chimneys, but I think I might save that for a little bit later. And we've got some problems over here with power. Oh dear, it looks like I was accidentally moving the wrong thing. That explains why nothing else was working. There we go. Thank you very much. So let's see if we can deal with the postal problem that we've got. So if we just hover down the bottom right down here, it says, there we go, unreliable mail service has given us a -6. So that is pretty bad. Oh, it's getting a bit darker. So if we add in some mailboxes, at least we can get those going. They cost 100 each. They do have an area of effect, and I'm not really going to spam these absolutely everywhere, but I would like to try and see what the area of effect is as I put them down. So for instance, one down here, yeah, would pretty much cover this entire area, which would make sense to have that right in the middle. Let's just pop that on the corner there. How does that look? Yeah, that's okay. Shame it's not like a red one, but that will do. So let me just go around the city and plop a few more of these down, and we'll see how this goes. There we go. That's pretty much the whole area covered, which is good. So if you read what it says on here, boxes used by citizens send out their mail, post office vehicles pick up the mail periodically. I can't remember whether the post office vehicles will come from the outside of the city if we don't have any internally. I've got a sneaky feeling that will. What does this say here? So still -6. So I would say even if they are, they're not doing it very quickly. But we need to put in, I mean, we can spend the money on this one now, which will give us 4 post vans, or we can wait and get 20 post vans from the post office. I'm thinking this one should be absolutely fine, and that could go in our new office area, and it is only a very small building. And look, there's some space off the side here, and it's not too far from the roundabout, so maybe let's go like that and have a look. I mean, you know, that's good. Employees 6, 100% efficiency, and hopefully very soon we'll see some post vans. You know, when you're ready. Yay, there go the post vans. Fantastic. Okay, so as we can see, things are getting pretty busy in Kettlewick, and to help us with the possible traffic problems a little bit later on, I've had it mentioned to me, and I know you are correct. We've got all of these sidewalks everywhere. In the UK, you wouldn't necessarily have crosswalks like this. I said sidewalks, I meant crosswalks like this all over the place, especially on every single junction and corner. You would just basically have none, and people would, I mean, if it got to a busier one, I mean, one maybe here, we've got football pitches, so maybe sort of this corner might have a couple to get across, but having them everywhere would not be a good idea. So I am thinking of going through and removing all of these. Okay, so what I've done, I think I've got all the roundabouts, is remove them from the roundabouts. Oh, there's some here, because getting in and out on a roundabout can be slowed down quite a lot by people waiting to cross. These ones aren't too bad. If we come a little bit further down, these are getting super busy. I've missed these ones. Let's grab these. There we go. Just to try and keep people going. We've actually got some parking there, which isn't necessarily ideal, but that is for another time. See, ones like this where there's a path, you could possibly have one, but not right there. So what I'm going to do is grab that. I'm going to pick of this path here. We're going to swivel this just around here a little bit into there, and then we do that, and that would make more sense. By the way, yes, I'm a little bit croaky. I had a bit of a cold this week. That would make more sense. So a lighted pedestrian crossing like that, further back from the roundabout, not people crossing right by the roundabout. We've missed some other ones here. Let's grab that and grab that. But there still are other places they can cross. So I want to make sure. And in the game, people will still cross even if there isn't a crossing. So like this here, I've taken out the ones that were both sides and just left the ones on the outside for getting in and out, which again is slowing down traffic. And I think, to be honest, that one's quite near around about. I'm going to remove that one. Well, that was just as near, but we're just going to have one there. I mean, ideally, one in the middle would actually be better. So I'm just wondering if, could I grab this road, add a node in the middle by just double clicking, move that node, Doesn't seem to have added a node, does it? Can I add a crossing there? Now I've told it there should be a node there. No. Node. So, what I'm going to do instead is grab that. Do that. Is that now going to keep the node? Yes, it is. Excellent. So now I can add a crossing. I could have just put a path there, couldn't I? That's another way of doing it. But add it in there. No, it's not doing it. All right, well, we'll do what I said is the other way I could do it. We could just add a path going through here. So if we add that, just going all the way through to there. Yay! And it still hasn't added a crossing. What? That is really weird. I've done it without Anarchy on as well, just in case it was that. And it's not letting me add it on there. That is very, very strange. But there's a path going across there. Can I add traffic lights on there? No, just not letting me do it. Okay, very odd. We'll just sort of go with that. For some reason, I don't know why. So anyway, that will keep our roundabouts moving a bit quicker. Oh, it's getting super dark, isn't it? It's getting into the depths of winter, which is what we want. And then these ones sort of in areas like this. I mean, again, I'm just sort of thinking, I mean, if I remove all of those at every single corner, then we are going to have to find ways to add ones in elsewhere. Otherwise, no one's going to be able to cross anywhere. What do you reckon I should do? Let me know in the comments below. If there was a way to add one without actually it being visible, that would make more sense. That's exactly how a road would look, but you would still be able to cross over. So it'd be interesting to see. Let's go down here, perhaps where there's more people. Yeah, like this one. Somebody just crossed over the road there, and they're crossing over the road. So it looks like they'll still cross over, but it's just removed the visibleness of it. Yep, okay, I'm going to remove all of them in this. I'm going to remove all of them in this estate, and then we'll see how it goes. I think we're nearing the end of winter. I think I've removed nearly all of them. So the question is, can a UK, a British city, survive with no crosswalks? I'm going to go back through and add some targeted crosswalks in a few places, like I wanted one there. We've got this one here. This one is fine, I think. Crossing over the main road to the shops, that makes sense. And then we definitely want some here. I'm going to go for one there and one there, so you can get across each way. And this is actually going to have lights. Oh no, it's going to put lights on the whole thing, isn't it? Oh darn it. Okay. Could I put a crossing here? I want to get a crossing right in the middle. Let's see if I can do it with the path again. Or add a node. That would be the better way of doing it. Okay, I've added the node. Yeah, it's not letting me. I don't know why, but I think we're going to see whether we're still going to get people walking everywhere. I'm hoping we are, with just a few targeted crosswalks. We've got some here on the main road that we don't want. You, and we've got lights that we don't need. Lights, no lights. No lights, please. Why is there lights there when I don't want lights? Right click, no lights. Okay, there we go. I was right-clicking the wrong thing. Excellent. Right, that'll be good. Oh, we've got all the ones in this estate which I haven't removed. Let me just do that. Yep, I think I got them all. Much, much more realistic. Fantastic. Okay, while we're waiting for our money to go up, looks like the snow is going down, unless this little area over here doesn't get snow by the look of it. Over there, super snowy. Over here, not so much. I think we're thawing off even though it's in the middle of winter. I'd like to get rid of these chimneys. I just don't think... I don't know. I mean, yeah, there's some places that have industry like that, but I didn't want this to be a chimney-ridden, smoke-filled part of our industry setup. So if we go into the Better Bulldoze mod and select this item here, remove sub-elements, you can actually remove the chimneys. So you're left with a building. I think the smoke will eventually go. Or does it not eventually go? It does eventually go. Yeah, there we go. So you're left with buildings that look like the sort of thing that you would get on an industrial estate. So Let's get rid of all of these. And there's some that aren't being used at the moment. If they're not smoking at the moment and they're just there. Yeah, but some of these are huge. We're going to get rid of those. Yeah, they are. Look, some of them are being used random times, are sort of going on and off. I think we're just going to get rid of them all. For this area, anyway. For other areas, yes, we won't have them. And if you heard that bang, it is absolutely horrendous wind at the moment. I accidentally deleted the whole thing. Oh, so that one, the chimney, is an integral part of it. Well, you're gone. I think we might need to just delete everything there so something else respawns. Yeah, we've got... Oh, no, it's... Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Yeah, it's the really bad weather, and we're not sort of in the path of the worst of it, but the wind is horrendous, and I'm very glad that I took the advice of the person who built my garden office, who said to get the hard roof. We've got like a hard metal roof, rather than the sort of... Not plastic, but it was some other sort of tarmacy something or other, I don't know, that went on the roof. Oh, that's so much better. That is so much better. I don't mind the odd chimney. We'll come back. If they start spewing out smoke, we'll remove them, but it looks like they're not used anymore and the building's been turned into something else perhaps. But yeah, every now and again there's like a massive thud on the roof. Let's turn that off in there as something blows out the tree and lands on here. Right, let's just have a look at our traffic at the moment. So all of this area here is all coming through this roundabout and also this roundabout. What I could do is make this a little one-way system in and out, just so we've got, yeah, better use of the road. So I'm going to take this one here, and we're going to pick a of that. Oh, I didn't want it to open find it. We'll do it like this. We could have, let's see, if I do 3 lanes going into there, I'm going to put Anarchy on like that, so it goes out. And then this one could be coming into there. This one we could have going both ways, but we'll see. And maybe just keep an... Look! No snow when the lights change. Hang on, wait for it, wait for it. Look at that black car, snow. There's like a line of snow where it gets pasted on. That's why there's no snow down here. Whoa, autosave. That's why there's no snow down here. That is the demarcation of where the snow is. It's not appearing on that section there. That is hilarious. But yeah, so then they should get out a lot quicker. This is going to be a little bit slow with everybody coming in at the moment. Yeah, these roads are going to cross over. I'm just wondering here whether we might make just a little change. If we grab, not that one, this one here, the lane connector tool. Yeah, it's all gone a little bit weird. So let's just pause that a second. What I want is... Oh, there's only one lane going in this way. Oh, there is only one lane going in that way. And then there's only one lane up here. Ah, okay, that makes sense. So maybe we'll switch this one out for a 2-lane one-way road. Yeah, let's do that instead. And then that will fit in with what's going on here. Then everybody should get a lane. Let's have another look with the lane connector tool there. Yeah, that makes more sense. And we'll leave the traffic lights on, but I reckon this is all going to go down super quick. And I reckon here we need a teeny tiny roundabout. What I really would like is absolutely teeny tiny roundabouts, but we need these ones. That is the smallest we've got. And I think we're going to have one here instead of a traffic light, although that's going to sort of go over this building, which I am going to delete. We're going to, yeah. And this one here we're going to move. I think we should be able to... Oh, man, something else landed on the roof. I'm starting to feel unsafe. Unsafe working conditions. Who do I talk to about that? It's me. It's only me. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Traffic's gone down. Excellent. That's looking much, much better. How is the traffic in other places? We could do a very brief traffic review of our city. These are all parked cars, so that's okay. We do have a little bit of an... Oh, dear. Oh dear, we've had a house burn down, and I don't think we have a disaster response type thing on our police station. Let's maybe take a look at that. I think that's something we need to check. So we've got our UK police station down here. Does it have a disaster response edition? It has a cell extension, which we don't need. Darn it. So if we look at our police station, yeah, it's not in there, is it? It's in this one. No, it's not in that one, it's in this one. Disaster control, we don't have that at all. Okay, I think we might just have to rebuild the burnt down house by deleting it. Oh, it's literally just disappeared. Okay, there we go. So they'll rebuild that momentarily. But obviously we do need a few more ambulances. Now we've obviously got all of our zones here. We just checked our UK medical practice. It's only got 2 vehicles in use. This edition doesn't add any more. We've already added ambulances 4. What? Oh, we just can't afford it. Oh my goodness, £200,000. Wow. Yeah, it's the money, isn't it, that's really causing us a load of issues. But traffic, going back to that, is okay. These 2 roundabouts quite close to each other. Lots of lane switching. Oh, this is working well. That crossing we wanted. Good. So actually, yeah, that's not too bad. What I was going to do was put another medical centre over here. I think that might be a good idea, you know, with the amount of people that we've got. If we go to our UK pack, oh, even the medical practice is 285. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's have a look at our loans. We took loans out, which is costing us 54,000 a month. Could I just repay all of that? No, because we've got £500,000 loan. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to think about this. I'm going to start repaying my loans back 100,000 at a time, and hopefully we'll start making more money. And while I'm waiting for that to happen, I'm going to do a little bit of extra detailing, and we're going to chip away at that money. Oh, it's suddenly gone really dark again over the winter. Right, okay. Okay, so we're slowly getting rid of our loan, which is good. We'll keep doing that. I've just added one of these nice buildings in here, which I think just look really cool on the corner over here. We're starting to get rain a bit now, so I think we're going to see the snow is slowly going to disappear. I've done a little bit of detailing also over here. We've got the church inn. Still got to make this look beautiful around here, but we'll get to that. I thought that was a good place. And we've also popped some houses over here, just like a row of these backing onto where the industrial estate is. I think, to be honest, you know, we could put a few more in there, and that would be realistic for this sort of area. So I'm just wondering, actually, I want these to be the correct size. Are they not going to zone back any further? They could do, but they don't want to. Okay, so what we'll do is if we grab the small road, alley sidewalk Yeah, we'll do the one that's got the sidewalk. If we pop that along here, and then pop it along from there, maybe we could curve that in. Let's have a look what we can do. Make it look okay, hopefully. And then we can join that one straight out to here. There we go, excellent. We're going to remove the traffic lights from there, most definitely. Yep, they're gone. We move the sidewalk from there. You can cross over there. I mean, you're going to cross over the road anyway, even without those in there, so I think that'll be fine. Let's just manipulate that a little bit. I don't think we're ever going to get that properly lining up. Oh, that's a tree. Those little sidewalk things, we'll sort of ignore that, I think. That could come out a little bit further. And then we could just zone the same down here. Let's get rid of some of this other zoning that isn't needed. If we go like that, yeah, there we go, perfect. And then we'll go 3 back on there and 3 back on there, and that'll fill those in as well for a little area. Crest Lane, yeah, backing onto all the chimneys, but we know about those, don't we? I think as well what's going to keep happening is every time something upgrades, it's got the chance of getting a chimney. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit of whack-a-mole, I think, for a while, but I definitely think for now, getting rid of these is going to keep the people of Kettlewick much happier and healthier. Now, I haven't seen that one for a while, and with the air pollution... Oh, we've got some money. Let's just pay back our loan. With that air pollution, we really need to keep an eye on that. We can go back another 100. Let's do 100 at a time and just keep your money... Actually, we'll do another 50. Why not? There we go. Get the money rolling in. We're going to earning so much more once we stop paying off that loan. I don't think I actually looked which way the air pollution was going to go on our map. And unfortunately, it looks like it is sort of blowing in this direction. So some of these here are looking like they might complain about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove you from there. Boink, 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 boink. Oh no, let's turn that off. There we go. Delete those. I might just pop in like a little corner shop or something like that and hope that they complain a little bit less. We'll see what happens with that. There we go. Got a couple of other needs we need to take care of. The trash is becoming a problem. We are getting that taken care of from outside the city, but it's obviously not taking the trash, the rubbish quick enough. I'd like to pop it over here somewhere. I don't want to take another square just yet. So I'm thinking this area here, which is opposite where we're getting our water, electricity from, would actually make a lot of sense. We could have... Let's just see. Yeah, let's pick a this road here, and we could... Let's try that again. Pick a the entire road. Yep, there we go. We could have this as an extra little junction with a side road running backwards along here and along here. We just want to check that doesn't have traffic lights on. No, it doesn't, so that will keep running. That may end up becoming a roundabout. We'll see how it goes. But we could use this little area here and spend some of our money to take care of it. That's what I'm looking for. The landfill is huge, much bigger than I remembered. Darn it! We could fit it in if we went this way round. Pants. I need to rethink this, don't I? Well, I'm going to try this small custom alley that we've got up to the side there. Will it fit up against here? Seriously? It's not even going to fit in there, go in the other direction. Oh, man. It doesn't even... Yeah, there you go. It's turned around now. That is too wide. How much is it going to cost us to purchase another square? I mean, this would literally be just for this, but it's a very small square. So 19,000 odd a month. I mean, we could afford it. 34,000. And this could start to be a secondary industrial area. Do you know what? Let's do it. Let's purchase that. That's going to help us out now, and it's going to help us out moving forward. Well, I think we can almost pay all of this off. Not quite. Let's just do 100. And that's probably too much because we need to spend some more money to put this down. Yeah, let's wait for 70 grand to be available. And there we go. Didn't take too long. So I'm going to pop that in there up against this side of the road. There we go. And we are going to just literally take this little section here that isn't covered in snow. That is the idea. Oh, we can't go that far down. Got to be careful. If we do it like that and connect it up, there we go, and then we can then drag that out a bit further if we want to. Yeah, maybe like that. Let's turn off the snapping. Snapping turned off. Wrong key. There we go. Try that again. And then what I would do is sort of protect that from view with some trees along here. Maybe just some birches could fit in. There we go. That fits in really well. And I feel like I want some birches along here as well. And yeah, I know I've got the line tool. I'm going for the Biffa's random tree placement because it's not very long, and by the time I've got the line tool and sorted out the length I want, I could have just done it myself. There we go. Excellent. So if we have a look at our our rubbish, landfill availability, we've got absolutely tons. Which I think with our, let's have a look, with our services, have we got that on the lowest? We have got that on the lowest. Something else that a lot of people have been complaining about is the high electric fees, high water fees. So yeah, we'll maybe look at that a little bit more once we do our next expansion. We can see all the trucks going out, which is great. Because at the moment we don't want too many more people moving in. How many empty houses do we have? Let's have a quick look at Info Loom. We found that super helpful before. Oh, there we go. The snow's finally gone. So our workforce is always interesting to look at. Uneducated, barely any. We're pretty much educating everybody, which is great. We do have some homeless, but that's to be expected. Let's close that one down. Residential, we've got max demand and everything, as we can see down here, residential wise. No empty properties, so there's no space for people to move in. What I'm thinking of doing next is spreading out to another little village somewhere, which will be difficult because what I don't want to do is buy a load of squares that are going to cost us a load of money that we then can't afford to keep up. But I mean, we haven't finished using these areas down here. Maybe another little housing estate here and here, which would be very realistic. Along the lines of this, but much closer together, so not so much open space. That's what we see a lot of, don't we, in the UK? If you live in the UK, you know what it's like. You'll drive down a road you haven't been down for ages, you'll look over, and where the field used to be, it's now another housing estate. That is just constant. And then over here, we can add some industry, which we're going to need, and offices to help keep up the demand for jobs and that sort of thing. If we look at workplaces, not many open workplaces. I mean, a few, 66, 65, not many at all. This will take hundreds of people. So that will be the idea. Commercial, let's just have a look at that. Empty buildings, 5. Propertyless companies, 4. So, yeah, we need to start filling this place up. There we go. It's filling it up. These trucks here, have I not noticed those before? They go out there, digging it all up, and they're bringing it in here to be recycled, which is great, or burnt is probably what's actually happening. Here comes another one, bringing it all back. Excellent, that's what we would need. And then we just have a look at our menu option up here, our info view on our trash. Yeah, we can see that they're going to the local ones first, and hopefully they'll get to these ones over here. These are going to be making a lot of rubbish because obviously they're blocks of flats filled with people. But yeah, over time I think that will work nicely. I had so much more wanted to do this episode, but my voice is giving out. So if you've enjoyed this one, a thumbs up would be great. Be sure to hang around for more region pack news coming your way. So many things are happening with City Skylines 2 at the minute. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm sure you are too. Thanks for your support. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.